I'm just a big spitty baby. All right, so this is my last poem. Thanks so much for being here, y'all. You're the fucking best. And like I said, I really couldn't do this if you didn't show up. So I don't know if it's obvious from like all my poems, which is how I am generally, but I'm like fucking really depressed. But like I'm the kind of depressed where like I just like can't physically cry and stuff. Like the only stuff that makes me cry is like animals being friends, and like dads being good dads, and and like people waving big flags at the end of movies, right? Like, the end of The Patriot really fucked me up, because like my dad looks like Mel Gibson, and so he's just like waving this flag, being like freedom, or however the fuck that movie goes. Anyway, so I really can't cry and shit. And then, do y'all know about the Mars rover that NASA sent up, Opportunity? Yeah. Okay, great. All right. You're gonna hate this. Yeah. Already. Yeah. So if you don't know, the NASA sent up this Mars rover, and she's one of the most important scientific achievements of our lifetime, right? And earlier this year, she died. I mean, but she died. You know. And when I was reading the article about it, I wasn't just crying. I was like scream weeping. Like my wife literally, she like ran into the bedroom because I was like, ah, no! And she's like, what is going on? Is it World War III? Are we dying? And I was like, the robot! So I figured it was about more than just the robot, right? So I wrote this poem about it, and it turns out that like it's about loneliness. You know, I feel lonely all the time, man. Like this right here that we're doing right now, this is the only time I ever get to feel not alone in my whole fucking life. And like, how much more lonely does it get than the man-made thing that is farthest from anybody, just dying alone? So I wrote a poem about it. This is my last poem. It's called Opportunity, Wake Up. Thanks so much for being here. On Mars, in the middle of a dust storm, the last words of the Opportunity rover were, my battery is low and it's getting dark. Sure, they weren't words, they were readings, but the readings were low battery, blocked solar panels. For a month of Earth's time, there had been a sandstorm and her solar panels were shrouded in stellar debris. Her small wings in a small world covered in dust. She wouldn't have enough power to start back up once the sun returned. The NASA engineers called the rover her, affectionately referred to her as Oppie. Oppie, this little robot so far from home, was only supposed to last for 2 months, and here she was, 15 years later, finding evidence of water and singing herself happy birthday. She was a sparrow over blue ocean. She was shipwrecked on a sparse red island. Oppie, small metal dog, hope on 4 wheels. Daydream that maybe we are not alone. Oppie, how'd you do it? I get lonely halfway between my house and Chicago. I feel lonesome when the cell service drops out. If I'm alone in a hotel room for 2 days, I forget how to speak. What if over the next ridge is nothing? What if all this work was to get somewhere no one is alive? Where can I stop that someone might find me? If 1,000 years from now, an object flies overhead snapping pictures, what's the right message to scrawl in the dirt? What SOS will say just how long I've been out here, scrolling through postcards and Twitter, rolling the odometer over and the windows just slightly down? Oppie, where do we go when our work is done? And how will we know when it's time? The NASA engineers, reaching toward their still and silent friend, played her songs through the radio. Rocket Man, Space Oddity, I Will Survive, The Trooper, Dust in the Wind, Here Comes the Sun. She couldn't hear. She never could. She's a robot, after all. But they still wanted their little buddy to know how alone she never was. Opportunity, wake up, they said. Opportunity, we miss you. Oppie, we love you. We do. Good night. I really appreciate it.